It's been a year since I retired. 12 full months of no work, no meetings, no deadlines. A whole year of freedom, or so I thought. If you're wondering what retirement actually feels like, I won't sugarcoat it. It's not what I expected. Some things were beautiful, some were surprisingly hard. Let me tell you the truth. The first few weeks felt like a long vacation. I slept in, ate slowly, took walks I never had time for before. My body relaxed, my mind unclenched. I called it my soft landing. No alarms, no commute, just space. I thought to myself, this is what I've been waiting for. But time has a way of revealing what's beneath the surface. After a month or so, I began to notice something. The quiet wasn't just around me, it was within me. It was as if the walls of the house had absorbed all the noise, leaving only an echo of what used to be. I wasn't used to all the silence. The house felt bigger. Every creak of the floorboards, every rustle of the wind outside seemed amplified. It was as though the house itself was trying to remind me of its presence. The days felt longer. Time stretched endlessly, like a rubber band pulled too far. I missed being needed. I missed the chaos, the interruptions, the feeling of being indispensable. Not just by my job, but by someone. Anyone. The absence of connection felt like a weight pressing down on me. I realized how much I had taken those small, everyday interactions for granted. I used to get 50 emails a day. Now I barely get 5. And those 5? They weren't the kind that made me feel alive. They were reminders of subscriptions I'd forgotten to cancel or automated updates I didn't care about. Most of them were newsletters, pages of text that I skimmed through, searching for something meaningful, something that might spark a sense of purpose. But they never did. One afternoon, I found myself staring out the window, watching neighbors go to work. Their lives seemed so full, so purposeful. I envied their routines, their destinations, their sense of belonging. And I asked myself, am I still part of the world, or just watching it go by? The question lingered, heavy and unrelenting, like a shadow that refused to fade. That question sat with me for days. It wasn't just a passing thought, it was a mirror, reflecting back all the doubts and fears I had been avoiding. The silence wasn't just around me, it was inside me, and I wasn't sure how to fill it. The hardest part of retirement isn't boredom. It's not about having too much time on your hands or running out of things to do. It's something deeper, something that sneaks up on you when the routines of work and responsibility fade away. It's the shift in identity. The question of who you are when the titles and roles you've carried for decades are no longer there. It's not just about what you do with your time, but about how you see yourself. Who are you when you're no longer a manager, a teacher, a nurse, a driver? When the nameplate on the desk is gone and the uniform is folded away for the last time? These roles defined us for so long, and without them, it's easy to feel unmoored. Who are you when no one asks for your opinion anymore? When the phone stops ringing and the emails stop coming? It's a silence that can feel deafening, a reminder of how much of our worth we tied to being needed. At first, I tried to stay busy. I thought if I just kept moving, I wouldn't have to face the questions. I filled my days with chores, errands, and distractions. Chores, TV, coffee shops, anything to avoid the stillness. But the truth is, no matter how much I tried to fill the hours, the emptiness remained. I realized that being busy isn't the same as being fulfilled. And so I stopped. I stopped trying to fill time for the sake of it. Instead, I started looking for meaning. I asked myself what truly mattered, what brought me joy, and what made me feel connected to the world around me. So I stopped filling time and started building meaning. I began to explore the things I'd always wanted to do but never had the time for. I rediscovered old passions and found new ones. I joined a reading club. It wasn't just about the books. It was about the conversations, the laughter, and the shared moments with others who were also searching for connection. I taught my grandson how to ride a bike. Watching his face light up with joy reminded me of the simple pleasures in life, the ones that don't come with a paycheck or a title. I took my wife dancing again, for the first time in 20 years. It wasn't just a dance, it was a moment of reconnection, a reminder of the love and partnership we've shared through the years. These weren't just activities, they were connections, and that's what I had been missing. Not the busyness, not the titles, but the connections to others, to myself, and to the things that truly matter. If you're about to retire, or just did, don't fear the quiet, but don't ignore it either. Use it. Let the quiet ask you, what brings you joy now? What parts of yourself got buried under years of work? You don't need a full calendar. You need a full heart. Volunteer, reconnect, explore, and most of all, be patient with yourself. This isn't a vacation, it's a new life, and new lives take time to grow roots. After a year of retirement, I don't miss the meetings, the endless emails, the deadlines, the constant rush to keep up with the pace of work life. It's a relief to step away from the noise and the pressure. I don't miss the stress. The late nights, the early mornings, the feeling of being stretched too thin. Now I wake up to the sound of birds, not alarms. I walk in the park, not rush through crowded streets. But I do miss the feeling of being needed, that sense of purpose, of contributing to something bigger than myself. It's a void I didn't expect, but one I've learned to fill in new ways. So now, I try to give that feeling to others, to my family. I spend more time with my grandchildren, sharing stories, laughter, and love. I help with meals, with projects, with the little things that make life richer. To my neighbors, a kind word, a helping hand, a shared moment of connection. And to myself, I've learned to be kinder to me, to embrace the quiet moments, to find joy in simply being. Retirement isn't just freedom from work. It's the freedom to explore, to grow, to rediscover the parts of yourself that got lost in the busyness of life. It's a chance to reconnect with nature, with loved ones, with your own heart. It's the freedom to rediscover what matters, to find beauty in the sunrise, peace in the garden, and meaning in the pages of a journal. It's about slowing down and savoring the moments that truly count. And if you're walking into this season of life, know this. It's not about perfection. It's about intention. It's about creating a life that feels right for you, one step at a time. There is no perfect retirement, no one-size-fits-all answer. But there is meaningful retirement, a life filled with purpose, connection, and peace. And you get to build it, one quiet, intentional day at a time, through the love you give, the moments you cherish, and the life you choose to create. Retirement is not an end. It's a beginning, a chance to rediscover what truly matters and to live each day with purpose and joy.